moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now it's Wilson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First carry here for Joe Mixon. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Joe Mixon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Down at the 33-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now it's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Brady. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Brady. Forced out to his left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Hey, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down, Seahawks.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And his pass, incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. This is caught. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The return man, Wilson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
13. Whip. Watch the whip. Middle.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson, he's going to keep it himself. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, they'll set up the screen here to Mixon. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
And 9.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. The open man is Westbrook. The 30, past the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. D.D. Westbrook. 88 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
When you said jumbled, they were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now 14-0.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Giants nothing.
Second and 11 now. A toss left, Mixon. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, Jackson slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got a man, complete. That goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's going to look deep for more. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. DJ Moore, 44 yards. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Giants 7. Mitch Wishnowsky.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. Hey, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Complete to number 84.
A big play there.
Seattle.
62 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Giants 7. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone.
Don't worry about it, baby. I ain't worried about it. Let's go.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Smith catches left side. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
And goal at the 1-yard line.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Kareem Hunt. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go, and let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Brady's throw there complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now Brady again. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Complete to Hunter Renfro. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. But it's caught on the right side of Smith. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Brady's pass.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Carlos Hyde there to make the grab. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
1st down.
A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now it's Wilson. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
A gain of
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Shotgun now for Brady. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. From the gun, it's Brady. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Seattle.
5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
It's the score, Seahawks 48, Giants 7. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And some room to roam now. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards there and a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 more there and another first down.
Another Giants first down.
Now Jackson on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mixon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants gain a bit of respectability. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
48, Giants 15. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
10 at their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. Throwing on first down is Brady. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And all the way in touchdown, Seattle.
Complete.
Cole Kmet, 41 yards. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score is Seahawks 55, Giants 15. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. To throw on third down. Jackson. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's going to look deep for more. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Mike 36. Watch the curl.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's going to be a 19-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a second and about a mile here.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
On second and a long way to go. Brady, and he completes it to Hunt. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Now they run with Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On second down, here's Mixon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Made back at the 39-yard line.
Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Watch the rim.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Looking left side, and it's complete. 30. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Brady going to throw here. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And now look at him go. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So on comes the Giant offense as they'll try for 2 here. One last shot for Jackson, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Giants 21. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown.
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And,